request is announced. Minutes of this meeting are being recorded. Therefore, anyone wishing to conduct business will be asked to come to the microphone, provide your name and address, present his or her requests or concerns, and answer any questions of the Planning Commission. Groups are requested to select a spokesperson to express the group's concern because each side will be allowed 10 minutes to speak. Plats, rezoning, revised master plans, and street renaming require a public hearing, after which the Planning Commission will deliberate and render its decision. Planning Commission members with a personal or financial interest in any petitioner's request are required to recuse themselves. If a motion to delay a request is made, a reason must be given. The members of the Planning Commission tonight are Cruz Reeves, Buddy Hardwick, Reggie Don, Frank Cook, Garrett Smith, and myself, James Reed. Members of the land use staff are Mr. Warren Adams and Tanya England. Tanya, are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, number 2 and 4. Number 2 is the rezoning on Brooks Road. Number 4 is the rezone on McGee Road, the backside of the old Montgomery Mall. Both of those have been delayed indefinitely.
Number 2 and 4.
Yes.
All righty. If everyone of the commission have had a chance to read the minutes, are there any changes, additions, corrections? All right, a motion is in order.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion is made and second. All those in favor? All righty. Tanya, it's on you.
Item number 1, Pilgreen and Bostick Engineering, representing Sara Beasley, requesting to rezone one lot at the southwest corner of Perry Hill Road and Elmdale Road from R75M to a B2 commercial district.
I'm Chris Bostick with Pilgreen and Bostick Engineering. This was delayed at the last rezoning when Commissioner Reeves said that he thought that there was another neighborhood association we need to speak to. I was in contact with Mr. Reeves and the neighborhood association with the city, and there is no other active neighborhood association in that area. So all that we could contact have been contacted. So we're going to move forward. It's our client's intent that the property be rezoned, and then we intend to replat the 2 lots into 1 lot. The only other thing I have to add is that the Envision Montgomery 2040 shows both the lot we're planning on rezoning, the one that's going to be combined with it, and the one across the street to the north as being flex commercial. So it is in the city's intent for the area for this to be rezoned. It fits within the intent. And aside from that, there's nothing really to add from last week. If there are any questions?
Yeah, Chris, same
Yes,
one
sir.
I had last week. Are they going to tear down that building or not?
We have not done a commercial plan because they have not been able to rezone it yet. I think once
Well, what's the intent?
The intent is to combine them and, from what I understand, to expand, but we have not been hired to do any plans for it because...
But there's been no discussion about tearing down that, the building that's on it now.
No, sir.
Mr. Reeves, do you have any questions?
Well, as far as the comment about no neighborhood association there, the lady that was in charge passed away back in March.
Yes, sir.
And nobody stepped up. But, so I guess it's correct that there's no organized neighborhood association there. But to me, that's spot zoning.
Are there any other questions for members of the commission?
I just want to confirm that you said that the 2040 plan for the city was for this to be commercial.
Yes, sir. I brought a copy of it right here. I have it. It shows both this lot and the lot to the north of Elmdale Road are part of the 2040 commercial,
All right.
or the flex commercial, I believe it's called.
The lot to the north is what?
Oh,
No, just tell me.
it is zoned, it's in the opening of, they're all in the 2040 comprehensive plan as flex commercial.
Just tell me what is the zone for the lot across the street of Elmsdale? What is that?
Oh, it's currently residential, yes, sir.
And the lot to the west?
The lot to the west is also the
Residential.
R75 multifamily, yes.
Residential.
Yes, sir. And the lot to the south, of course, is the one we're going to combine that's already rezoned, or that is already an existing business. It's already B2.
Are there any questions, comments from members of the audience? Okay. All right, a motion is in order.
Move to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Second.
Motion is made and second. All those in favor?
Want to get five?
I have 5. Any nays? 5-1, motion passes.
Thank you. I have one more.
Number 2 has been delayed indefinitely. Number 3, Pilgreen and Bostick Engineering representing Dees, requesting to rezone one lot on the west side of Ann Street, approximately 130 feet north of Brewton Street, from an O1 office to a B2 commercial district.
As stated, we're representing Mrs. Ann Dees in her request to rezone 148 Ann Street from O1 office to B2 commercial zoning. The property in question was the home of Ann's professional maid service, and since she is now retired, she has been advised that the property would be more marketable if zoned B2. The surrounding lots are all owned by the Montgomery County Board of Education and consist of parking lots. If you go back to the zoning map real quick, same one in your package, you'll see that to the north of the adjacent parking lots, there's the Capitol Heights Baptist Church, but then there's a sea of B2 zoning to the north, east, and west. So the B2 zoning would not be out of place. In addition, the Envision Montgomery 2040 Comprehensive Plan map shows the parking lots to the north, the church, and all the B2 area shown there as regional mixed use, but for some reason our site and the adjacent parking lots directly around it were left as traditional neighborhood. But the traditional neighborhood zoning, if you look at the description, does have small format commercial included in it, so it does fit the zoning for small format commercial.
What will be the intended use? You
Right.
just want to rezone it?
Well, she wants to rezone it because she has been told it is more marketable for sale.
But
As
she
an
hasn't-
office, as a small office space right there in the middle of a parking lot, it is not marketable, but by rezoning it, it would be marketable because she's retired.
Refresh my memory. Give me a description of B2.
B2 zoning, I do not have all of the allowed uses.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
B2 is our most broad commercial district. It allows anything from hair salons, barber shops, daycares, restaurants,
Service stations?
service stations, yep. It's not big enough for a service station, but.
I would like to point out, this is only 0.2 acres. So,
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
know
this
it's
would be a small commercial. This would fit under the small format commercial. This would not be a gas station or anything like that. You couldn't fit that on here, and the Montgomery County Board of Education isn't going to sell them another one of their parking lots to put one there.
I think it's that.
Tanya, what does under review mean?
I had not received Robert's comments when I printed the agenda, but he has since sent them, and he did not have any objections to this, but he is over there. He wants to speak to it.
No objection.
But this is broad enough to include tattoo parlors,
Yes, sir.
anything like that?
Yes, sir.
I'm concerned what's gonna be next to that school, across the street from the school.
No, school
School's
finna
not gonna be
leave.
there.
Well, I understand, but something's gonna be there. Okay.
Any other questions from the members? So I guess whoever the owner is want to sell it now instead of waiting until the school is not there anymore. Correct? Correct?
I may, is that correct? Would you like to come up? She's here if you'd like to speak to her, but yes, she would like to.
No, I just asked a question though.
Yeah, she would
You,
like
her,
to-
whoever,
She would like to try to sell it now, yes.
as opposed to waiting till the school is not there anymore.
Is there a question?
Could you pull the mic down? Could you give us your name and address, please?
I'm Ann Dees, and I'm representing 148 Ann Street.
The question I asked him was, did you want to wait to rezone it B2 after the school is closed, or after the school is not there anymore? And the question is, you'd rather sell it now as opposed to waiting?
I had rather go ahead and sell it while it's in good condition, because I don't want anybody vandalizing the property while I'm not there with it. And I think it'd be an access to the city to have a small business there.
Okay, good enough. Any other questions from members?
So,
Are there any questions from members of the audience? Comments? All right, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion been made and second. All those in favor?
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Item number 4 has been delayed indefinitely. Number 5, Flowers and White Engineering, requesting approval of revised master plan for property on the north side of Atlanta Highway, 600 feet east of Stony Brook Way, and a PUD.
Good evening. Kenneth, I'm Kenneth White Jr. with Flowers and White, representing Colonial on this property. We're simply, like Tanya said, we're revising the single-family lots from 40 to 30 foot in width, and then we're revising some setback. We're just kind of shrinking the setbacks. So that's the major change for this revised master plan. Oh, also one more thing, we are moving the entrance. The entrance was originally kind of in the west, in the middle of the west line. North is to the right as you're looking at now, but so we moved the entrance to the southwest corner, closer to the shared access to the church next door.
Is this part of Stony Brook?
There's,
Was it, because weren't there two commercial lights out there on the
yeah,
front?
that's correct. It doesn't attach to Stony Brook at all.
But this is part of that, when Jimmy bought all that?
Yes.
And this is part of that property?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. We revised it to a PUD, half a year ago or something like that, a year ago. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a delay in bringing it up. Where did you say the entrance is going to be?
So there's a shared access right there off of Atlanta, well, the service road right there. There's a
Yeah.
church, we're accessing that property through that shared access agreement.
Okay,
So there's no connection to Stony Brook to the north.
okay. Are there any more questions?
Kenneth, this, you know what? This
Yes, sir.
is the funny thing, not funny, ironic thing about it is I know when we were doing the rezoning of that property a little bit further towards Arrowhead on the left.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was, one of the comments by us in conversation, as I've told you, was, y'all trying to make a ghetto on the front end, huh? And we changed, and they did make that change. You know, that's kind of what my opinion was when I looked at this. I mean, you got a circle around, no two-way traffic. It looks like, I'm gonna use Jimmy's thing, it looks like you're trying to create a ghetto on the front end.
Well, there's not much changes from the previous PUD that's original. So you know, the single family is still single family, the multifamily is still multifamily, but no, these would be very nice, very nice homes. You know, it's a lot more quality homes than the other project we're talking about. So, I've seen renderings of the product. It's fairly nice. So.
Okey-doke.
Are there any other questions?
What requires these homes to be built? That's my question. That's a little bit of Buddy's question.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cook, you said what
requires these 30-foot lots to put nice homes on them?
I mean, I guess that there's no stipulations. I mean, the products, I mean, my client would like to sell the product, so I would think that they would put requirements on themselves to make it nice.
Who's gonna be the builder on this?
This is a Colonial, Louder. Yeah.
Well, it'll be
How can I answer you? Just like I said, it's a.
No, I just find it ironic, that's all. This has nothing to do with all that we're talking about here.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering for edification, this is still Madison Avenue or Atlanta Highway?
Off Atlanta.
Well, it's way on the east side. I
know where it is,
but I guess it's Atlanta. I guess they call it Atlanta Highway, but
Atlanta Highway. That's what I meant.
You know, it goes next to the.
I know it does, and that's what I was surprised at.
That's just the way it's titled, I guess. It's a
This
state
has
road.
been a service road, to my knowledge, ever since I've been around.
I guess it continues on, but yeah, it's labeled Atlanta Highway, but it is definitely a service road.
Okay.
I call it a service road to the interstate.
Oh, that's why I call it that.
Yeah.
My question, why is they shrinking everything? I mean, they trying to stuff more in there, or what they trying to do there?
It's not, it's probably a more marketable thing, but as you know, the way construction prices are, and that, so it's, when you look at, with the requirements for the city road and the asphalt and the concrete, so it's a marketable thing, so that's why they're trying to do that.
Now, it's all around it is multifamily.
Are you talking about within our site?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have, I think, multifamily to the south and to the east, and we're not changing that.
That's
yeah.
not planned apartments.
But no, it's multifamily. Yeah, that's planned. It is an attached product that's planned. Yes, and that use was approved whenever we did that.
It's going to be rental apartments.
That multifamily would definitely be an attached product. That's correct. So they can't fee simple that product. So it'll be.
What you tell me is you don't really know.
No, that multifamily would definitely have to be a rental. It's not a fee simple thing. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, we're not asking for any kind of use change on the apartments, on the multifamily. Or really, the only changes are this from a 40-foot width lot to a 30-foot width lot. And then the entrance goes to the southwest corner.
And of course, the front yard from 20 feet to 5 feet.
That's correct. So the thought process is we're trying to have a nice backyard. So, we can't bring it to 5 foot to the right of way. There's a utility easement that's 10 foot. So we just wanted some flexibility. If in case we don't have to have that utility easement, we can maybe move that frontward. So it's all, because some of those rear, and also there's some pecan trees on the outside. We're trying to move some of those buildings inside to maybe hopefully save some trees on the outside. So that's the thought process of changing some of those building setbacks.
Yeah, but you're going from, and we're just talking, I mean, you're going from the front being 20 feet to 5 feet, and then the rear from 15 feet to 5 feet. And you're telling us it's gonna be really nice houses, all in the same place.
They are. I'm telling you, I've seen the renderings of it. I'm just saying the changing of the setbacks is purely for flexibility of where we could place those houses. So if you see on the master plan, if you go to that, we have a park that's shown right in the middle of the property that those houses face that. The 5 foot setback is really for that middle section you see right there. So we can put those houses towards that parcel. That's really, if you want us just to change the setback on those middle parcel for the front setback, I'm happy to do that. But I just did earmark those middle sections. I just said all single family 5 foot. So if you want to show that 5 foot in the center section, that's fine with me. But that's what it's for, is basically pushing those houses towards that amenity site in that green area. So that's where that's from.
I want to say, though, voting for this is be setting a precedent.
What Mr. Reeves, what was it again?
Be setting a precedent
Setting a precedence for.
for small areas around the house.
How many single-family lots are you expecting with this?
It adds about 7 lots to what we previously had.
And how many did we have originally?
I didn't count them. Is it numbered? Can you see that?
I don't know.
I think they're numbered. Hold on one second, Mr. Reed. Yeah, it added about 7 lots to the count than we originally planned. Hold on a second, I can read it. It's 41.
41 to 48.
41 single family, yes, sir.
Do you understand what we're in a roundabout way asking, a roundabout way, of making the point is it's going from 40 feet to 30 feet, the lot size, from the front from 20 feet to 5 feet, and then the rear from 15 feet to 5 feet to build more houses. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right?
Well, with the 40 to the 30 is where we add the count. The size of the houses are not going to change from the setback point of view. Like again,
But it's going to build more houses. But it's to build more houses, though.
for changing from the 40 to 30 is, yes, we increased our density 7 lots. That's correct. But the setbacks are not going to make any house differences. But that just allows us to get closer to the amenity parcel. That's all.
And I think that's what we're trying to get you to say. To say that we can see that it's to build more houses.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what we've added 7 lots to the previously revised.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is definitely a true statement. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's for market purposes. We've actually done construction plans on the last plan, and it just doesn't work. I mean,
For whatever purpose it is.
yeah. But it's like I said, we've done. Mr. Buddy, you can understand that. It's just we need a few more houses to make the. So that's why we're asking. So.
Well, you kind of sugarcoat
You
me.
lost
Are there any
me with
questions?
that.
Are there any more?
Yeah,
You lost me with that. You said on the previous time you came in here.
No, I'm
knowing
just
the
saying
plan
we
wouldn't
designed.
work.
No, I'm not saying y'all's body. I've designed it, and we've done some the road, and we've bid it out. So we just need a little bit more density. So that's
But
why
you
we're
knew
asking.
that last time you came in here is what you're telling me.
No, sir. I'm talking about our construction plans, our civil design plans that we did. So, no, we came in a year ago to get approved, what's approved now. And we're asking for a revised PUD at this point right now. So there's no other changes that we did, other than what we're asking for right now.
Well, there are changes. Just what you're asking for is the change.
I'm sorry. So I'm asking for changes right now, yes. But you said previously I've asked for changes. I have not.
But you came in, am I putting words in your mouth? Did you come in a year ago expecting that would not work? Your plans would not work, and you'd have to
no.
come back a year later?
Oh, I had no idea about that, no. No. What we proposed last time, you know, we got the PUD approval last time, and then we went forward with our construction plans at that point. So in looking at it, we would like to request more density, and that's why we're here right now.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any questions or comments from members of the audience? Okay, does anybody else on the panel have any questions, comments? Are there any questions from members of the audience? All right, motion is in order.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion been made and second. All those in favor?
2,
Those opposed?
4, motion fails.
So the motion fails, and what we have originally is approved. Is that right?
Gotta go with the original plan,
Can we come back with another plan?
if it changes.
Yeah, it's because there was no action. Is that right? Okay. What do y'all like to see? Just get a open dialogue? I mean,
You know, I'm just telling you what I saw when I looked at it. And I know we're not up here trying to set your plans up, but, you know, that ain't my first rodeo, okay?
I'm sorry, Mitchell, but what was that
I
again?
said, that's not my first rodeo.
I know it's not. You've been doing this forever.
So it looked like that it was so confined in there, so tight, and that one-way street or called a drive, a private drive, that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally, but, you know, that's not what we're here trying to do. But I just thought it was not a very, that doesn't look like the kind of layout that y'all would normally do, in my opinion.
Mr. Buddy, like I said, the previous PUD that we have approved, it has that circulation, and it's still the same road network. How can you give me an example how I would, you know, it's not a very big piece of property, so I'm just trying to figure out.
I know it's not, and I know, you know, I know if Jimmy's doing it, I know it's gonna be nice, okay? I know that. But the layout just doesn't look like something that y'all had done. That's what I'm telling you. That's just my opinion. It doesn't hold any water. Y'all have to do what you.
I should have brought some renderings or something, you know, or something.
It could be the same houses you're building that you were gonna put on there before you reduced the size of the lots. I don't know.
They are.
Huh?
They are.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I really don't. But you asked and I'm telling you where I was coming from, because you know I don't want to, you know, I don't like voting against that, something like this.
Yeah, I know, you know, like I said, the circulation, that was, in my opinion, wasn't part of what I was asking for tonight. You know, I was basically switching from 40 to 30s. That was my only request. So the circulation pattern it was approved in the last, you know, one. So that's, you know, yeah, I'm not sure where to go from here, but I'll talk to my client and figure it out.
Oh, I know you will.
All right.
Y'all will be back with a good one. I know
All right.
that.
Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Item number 6, Goodwood Mills Capewood, requesting final approval of Sturbridge Plat number 23 on the west side of Payne Road, approximately 2,100 feet south of Fallowfield Road in R100 and R125 zoning districts. I'm Judy Jones with Goodwood Mills and Capewood, and we are needing to plat these five lots. That's the remaining property that Alpha owns to the end of Payne Road. I guess most of y'all aware Alpha's not doing the development anymore, so this is under contract with Louder New Homes to develop this property.
So Louder's gonna build some homes there.
Yes.
Are there any questions from members of the commission?
I know Payne Road is part PJ and part city. Is this part city?
Is it part of the city? Yes, yes.
Are there any questions, Comments from members of the audience? Yes, please come forward. Please state your name and address.
Good evening. My name is David Ledford. I live at 157 Payne Road, the second house from the end on the right. My concern is when they plat these lots out and start selling them to people, construction of driveways being right across the street from existing driveways, I wouldn't want to see that. The second concern is the way construction has typically been done is they come in and clear cut the entire lot. As you can see, it's quite vegetated, it's a lot of woods. At one point, it was part of the backup of the back area there where it was kind of wetlands. We have lots of wildlife that come across the road and get in my pond, which is nice to see. They have deer and little muskrats or whatever they are that go and eat the fish out of my pond. So I'm concerned about them coming in and just clear cutting the entire lot. I don't know if there's anything you guys can do to ask them to do something about the driveways and not just completely coming in and turning vegetated wooded areas into just a barren lot. Thank you.
Ma'am, could you address his questions?
I was just going to say that I can get you the information you need at Louder, who to contact, and kind of let them know your concerns.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know where the lots actually pan out because nothing has been staked out on the ground where you can see where the stakes are.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it shows like this might be a little bit south of my property line and going up to the middle of my property or to the north corner. But without physically seeing where they are, you know, you don't have an idea of where it really is going to be approved for. And
I'll give you my information so I can get them in touch with you.
I'm more than happy to see 5 homes being built there versus 100 homes being built there.
Yeah.
I've lived there almost 20 years. It's nice to see the woodlands. Wouldn't want to see it all completely clear cut. And I don't want a driveway right across from my driveway where I come out of my house and I got to wait for my neighbor across the street to come out of their house. And most time, homes like this, you end up with a lot of kids. More than one car ends up coming out daily basis. That's just it.
Well, she's saying, according to this, it's going to make 5 lots, right? 5 lots.
I think so, yes.
Yes. So, do you think 5 lots will be okay?
I'm fine with 5 lots being built. If they're big lots, it reduces the number of homes. It's just the concern for coming in and clear cutting the entire thing to where all these trees disappear and we end up with 5 areas of just flat land which is typically a little bit, I'm not sure how far back in there it's wet, but I personally would want to build in there just because it just seems to me that it might be a little soft, but that's their business with their company and their client. You know, if they can sell it, they can sell it. I just, like I said, no driveway right across from my driveway, and try not to come in there and just turn it into a barren piece of land.
So,
like it did in the street.
so make sure I understand what you're saying and what she's saying. 5 lots is okay,
Yes, sir.
but you would like to get with her and see what it's going to be, the plan is.
I would like for them to be able to have something, I don't know, I doubt if you guys have any way of impacting what they can sell or build, but
You would like to see what the plan is going to be once it's been,
yeah, I just, you know, they're gonna sell 5 lots. I don't know where the lots end up. From her diagram, I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
It might be the telephone pole to my south, it might be the telephone pole to my north. You know, so I don't really know where those lots end up being. I'm in the second house from the end. The house on the end of me is 1 lot. The next lot, there are 3 lots between me and the middle of their area. Up there.
This one's your lot?
157, yes. So this one here is the 3rd lot next to me, and it ends up almost being right by the barn that has existing buildings on it.
I can see his concern because his drive is, there's 2 lots.
that's dividing right across from his. So I think this is the perfect time to, get in touch with Louder, but I'll get you all that information, and I can even call them myself and give them your information. Because I think this is the time that I think they would work with you
Great.
as to what's going
That's all
on.
I'm asking, is some kind of way of getting some consideration for.
What we need to know tonight is, all we're voting on is creating the 5 lots.
Yes, sir.
That's okay with both of you?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
You don't have any problem with that?
No, sir. I just
Okay.
want an opportunity to try to reach out to somebody like
Okay.
this.
Well, that's all we're doing tonight. If at all possible, could you all exchange numbers and get a meeting of the minds about what it's going to be like?
Thank you for your
Okay.
time.
Sure, no problem. Any other questions, comments from members of the audience? All right, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion been made and second. All those in favor?
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number
Good
7,
luck.
Gonzalez Strength and Associates, representing Racetrack, requesting final approval of Racetrack Plat 2 on the northeast corner of Troy Highway and Taylor Road in B2 and M1 zoning districts.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good evening, members of the board. This is Victor Sudapal, Highway Racetrack Petroleum, Atlanta, Georgia. Happy to answer any questions you want. Excited to be here and definitely excited to develop this property for a racetrack.
All right.
All you're really doing is making a bigger station, isn't it?
That's correct. We're
Right
doing it.
next to it.
We're compiling 3 different properties. One's the existing marathon to make a travel center since there's a lot of trucks in this area. So we're just basically just consolidating all the parcels essentially.
What type of, what is your entry point going to be off of the Troy Highway?
There-
I mean, where it is right now is, you can kind of pull in off of Taylor, and you can pull in off the Troy Highway.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have a copy of the site plan, but
Yeah.
so that's been approved by the city already and DOT. But if you do have a copy of it, I can show you where the
Yeah,
access is.
we got a copy of the.
Yeah, so the truck's gonna be coming in the front, and then it goes to the back, off of the side road.
But that was my question. I'm trying to make sure that you do have entry off of the Troy Highway that gives you access.
Yes,
and
sir.
trucks access, and which would mean you'd have to have something from the state of Alabama that gave you, and y'all have that.
Yeah,
is
we
what
have
you're
the-
telling me.
yes, sir, we have the
All right.
DOT permit.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Are you creating space for overnight truck parking?
Say that again, sir.
Are you creating space for overnight parking for the trucks?
Yes, we do. It just, it's not required for overnight parking, but just in case they want to do overnight, we do have parking spaces in the back.
Do you already own the portion,
Yes,
you
sir.
already own that land?
We own all the property.
All
We
the
close,
property.
we
You
closed
just
on
want-
it. Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Are there any questions from members of the audience? All right, a motion is in order.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion been made and second. All those in favor?
Unanimous.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Number 8 and 9 are adjacent properties, and they're asking for the same thing, so he's gonna talk about them together, but y'all have to vote on them separately.
Same thing.
Good evening. My name is Marcus Boyd, Pastor Boyd of the Union Academy Baptist Church, and last year around the same time, storm came through Flatwood, and it demolished a lot of the homes. And the United Way and myself and my church family, we all gathered together to try to rebuild Flatwood. And in the process of doing that off of public donations, we have been able to replace some of the trailers in the homes that were there. And we have 3 more. 2 of them is on this agenda for tonight, and there's another one coming up for next month. And we need them, if possible, to be rezoned from housing to trailers.
Generally speaking, how's it coming?
It's going wonderful. Right now, We're at the very end. The financial part of it is at an end. We're not getting any more donations, but we're grateful that we're able to complete these final 3, and then we'll call it a done deal.
You already have some mobile homes in that area, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tanya, would it be possible to vote on both of these together?
No, she said you got to do them
That's
one at
two
a time.
separate.
Yeah, do them separately, please.
Okay, all right, no problem.
But it's,
No problem.
one of them's right on Williams Road, and the other one's behind
Right.
Yes.
the other one. And that drive, that drive through there, that's not Hall's Lane. It doesn't cross Williams. It's on the other side of Williams.
It's Williams Drive is the main street,
Right,
and we're on the left side of it.
right.
And the
There's-
driveway
There's a,
is actually going straight in. So,
even though it doesn't face Williams, it's got a Williams address.
right.
I'm just surprised y'all didn't do this before you set the trailers there.
Well, this is a
I
process
know the
that,
power company wouldn't hook up till you got it done, right?
right, we didn't know,
Yeah,
but now we know.
yeah,
And when you know better, you do better.
yeah.
That's good.
Very well put, very well put.
And it would be great if you could really vote on all 3 of them, but I know you can't.
Are there any more questions from the commission? Are there any questions from members of the audience? All right, a motion is in order.
Move to approve number
Second.
8.
Second.
The motion been made to approve number 8. All those in favor?
Unanimous. Number 9.
Move to approve number 9.
Second.
A motion has been made for the approval of number 9. All those in favor?
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Meeting adjourned.